window. So I guess I got lucky.
Oh no, we're live.
That damn thing went live on YouTube too. God damn
Did
it!
it really?
Yeah. So we're live on YouTube, and good evening, everybody. If you're out there, I was not intending to go live yet. I just wanted to put the screen key into the chamber, and it made us go live on YouTube as well. So we're live a little bit earlier. Well, I wanted to do it at 8, but we weren't getting anything here. So, yep, 100, Ro. 100. I don't know. Did I get Rocall's email? I can send him the link too. Christ,
I have it if you don't.
Well, you want to forward him the link, see if you can jump into it.
Yep, I will do that.
And you got Burnaby out there. Just call him Bernie, he said a couple weeks ago. So Bernie's out there. That's who we got so far. And in here so far, we have Rob D. How you tonight?
Doing well. Thank you for having me. Survived the one ship challenge, and I'm still here. No milk, no water. Surviving.
As long as you're still alive, right? And then next we got Mr. Gizzard Gary coming to us from the state of Kansas.
What is up? Congratulations on episode 100, sir.
Thank you. And then next we have from Oklahoma, Mystic Guns. How are you tonight?
Not too bad. Not too bad. How about you?
Not too bad. I just took some cold medicine, so I should be good for a couple hours. And finally, we got Rocall jumping in. How are you tonight, Rocall?
Hey, what's up, Rich? Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Gary hit 100 a couple weeks ago, and then it was like, holy crap, I'm coming up on 100 too. What the hell am I going to do for 100th episode? So, yeah.
Give away $100.
Yeah, no, I can't afford to do that.
Sounds good to me.
It does.
Was Rocall wearing a red beret?
I could be.
Ghost.
Yeah, now we got Ghost Tactical jumping in. How you tonight?
Hey, man, happy 100.
Yeah, thanks. And now we got Jason Stewart jumping in. Everybody jumping in now.
Everybody.
And there's Kingpin. How are you tonight, Jason?
He's late.
I'm doing all right. Feeling a lot better. How you guys doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Cool.
Uh-oh, we lost the Kingpin. Oh, there's the Kingpin. And speaking of, how are you tonight, Kingpin?
Yo, congratulations, homie.
Yeah. Were you guys getting a bunch of high winds in Baltimore knocking your power out like we were here earlier?
No, we live in a civilized neighborhood. Our power doesn't go out when the wind blows. No, yeah, it was blowing like crazy. It rained super hard. My friend and his wife got caught probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks away when it started. They were out walking a dog. But we didn't lose any power, though.
Yeah, we kept losing power earlier. That's why I couldn't go on Gary's show today. Every time you turn around, power was going pop. I was worried that if I wasn't going to be able to do the show at all tonight, it's like, great, 100th episode, and I'm going to have to put it off till next week because of stupid weather. But, man, some of you guys have been on the show for Ghost, you were on how many of the episodes were you on when we first started?
It was a bunch of them.
Yeah. You and Clover, man.
Yeah, where's that dude at?
Yeah, he's got a link too.
Yeah, he's just, he's too big time for us.
Yeah. But it was you, Clover, Tardot, Gunpowder, John Z, and me. That was...
Yep, that was episode 1. I remember it.
Yeah. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4.
Well, yeah, but I mean, episode 1, as I remember, because that was the plan was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, but that you and Gunpowder and Tardot were going to kind of maybe rotate hosting with John Z kind of being like the producer type thing. Is that right?
Yeah. We were going to be, the 3 of us were going to be the constant, and then we were going to, cycle in 2 other guests. And for the first couple weeks, you and Clover were the guest on the show. That was back when everybody would bring a news story that we would talk about and discuss and everything.
Yeah, that was your first mistake, by the way.
What, having you and Clover talking about
Oh
news
yeah, no, yeah. Show could only go up from there.
Well, we did have the classic moment of the Oklahoma governor vetoing constitutional carry.
I still talk about that to some people. Man, there were so many people mad at me. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a fun episode. And then there was one that Gary was there for, the Japanese food episode.
Uh-huh.
And that one, I don't know if that one's famous or infamous.
It's famous and infamous if you can be both. That might be both.
You've seen that.
I still get a little queasy every now and then.
Okay, so you have seen that episode.
Unfortunately.
Every time you see a traffic cone, you think of that.
That was Vanessa Kitty's fault. That one did not reflect the views and opinions of the panel in any way, shape, or
I think of anyone that night.
That was bad.
And the worst part is Gunpowder blames us. She's the one that brought up Japanese food.
Try it.
Yeah, I don't think she was anticipating it going quite that direction.
I don't think she understood what the direction it was.
She's probably lucky.
It took RL coming out and flat out saying what we were talking about, because all the hints and innuendos and everything were just going right over her head. It was hilarious.
Next time she's going to a party, please let us know.
I think her whole life's a party.
It's possible. Maybe.
Been some pretty cool parties. Seen some weird stuff. Found some naked people in bathtubs. All types of stuff. But yeah, never ate with a plate like that, I guess you could say.
But
So you never saw anybody naked in a bathtub, Rob?
Oh yeah, but it's shocking when you're using the bathroom and look over and see a naked kid over there next to you, like
You're
saying hi.
supposed to knock before you go in.
Oh yeah, I knocked. He was passed out naked. Who knows?
alrighty then. Anybody else have any things that stand out for them from the history of the show that you guys can remember? Anybody?
Some of us are old and can't remember that far back.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Man, she just threw you under the bus, didn't she, Gary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been on this show.
You haven't?
I don't think so.
Wow. Do you watch the show?
Yeah, I watch the show.
Well,
Nobody invites me to anything.
well, do you have anything that you remember from watching the show that sticks out?
I think it was one time you guys talked about lever actions. That was real interesting.
Yeah, we did a whole show on lever action rifles.
Yeah. That's where I learned, like, when we started getting lever actions in at work, that's where I took some of the knowledge from, if you can believe that.
Yeah,
I remember a really weird Christmas Eve show.
Oh yeah, that was last year. But if you look, Ro, we did one on cap and ball revolvers too. So if you need any help with that kind of stuff, there's that out there too. If you look at all the ones that are labeled
Who's
Wild
Captain Ball?
Cap and Ball.
Just joking.
Yeah, silly Marine.
You got to speak slower, man.
Crazy leatherneck here. I mean, good lord. But yeah, I mean, there's a few videos, the ones that are labeled Wild West guns. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the lever actions, and all that kind of the cap and ball revolvers, all that good stuff. So if you need any more, if somebody has any questions for you, there you go. You can go right there and look that stuff up. that might come in handy for someone like you who's dealing in firearms and stuff. Well, you just said it was, so
Yeah, it helped out tremendously because I think you guys talked about Henrys and we started getting Henrys in, and then Marlins we started getting those in. I had to go back and reference that.
What's Ghost doing with his hair here?
I don't know. But,
Look how great
it's
it
not
is.
helpful.
I don't have enough hair to brag about.
Yeah.
Let's see, I got a little bit of hair up here, not much.
Yeah, Ro, I'm definitely glad that you found that useful, man, in your daily job. So, at least somebody did, right? Yeah. What about you, Jason? Anything stick out in your mind of your time on the show or viewing the show, what have you?
Yeah, I remember your Easter candy bracket was totally rigged.
I don't even remember what won. What did win that bracket?
No worse than his Christmas song.
Snot-filled eggs.
What was wrong with the Christmas song bracket?
It was rigged, man. Damn chipmunks. I don't even want to hear it.
That wasn't my decision.
Yeah, that was crap.
You
Those
know,
things just give you a headache.
people voted on it. But hey, here's
I-
the good thing about the Christmas episodes. We finally got Kingpin to realize that Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas actually is a thing.
Fake news.
But I will always remember that episode because I was wrapping all the Christmas presents for my family that night, and I was sitting here listening to the show on one side and a table with wrapping paper and presents, and it took me practically the whole time of the show to get all those gifts wrapped, but at least give me something to listen to while I was doing it. So.
Yeah, the thing about that episode, that's almost 2 years ago. That'll be 2 years ago this Christmas season.
That's one of your earlier ones, yeah.
Yeah. And then the really crazy one will be a year old on Christmas Eve, because that was the night when everybody did a Tuesday show, Ghost, Night Strike, and John all decided they weren't going to do their shows that night because it was Christmas Eve. And I was like, hell with it. We're going to go and have a party. So I threw up a link, and
I think I actually showed up for a while. I remember that.
Yeah, you showed up and were on there, I think, for the was it the ballad bracket that you were on there for?
Yeah, I believe so. That sounds about right.
Yeah, because we did the Christmas specials, and then we did one on the Power Ballads. The second one on Power Ballads, we had two different over the course of this show. We've had two different brackets on Power Ballads because there were so many of them. I ended up putting two brackets together, and then we did a one between the winners of each of the brackets to see who would win out of that. That was that night too. Yeah, we had some fun on that episode, that Christmas episode, and Moo was drunk off his ass.
That's kind of redundant, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that isn't Moo always that way? No.
I don't think he was this morning on my show. It's
No.
pretty early to be.
Early yet. It was too early yet.
He was still hungover from last night.
Yeah.
He's been under the weather lately.
Yeah, he's been sick. He's got the
Yeah.
COVID.
Does he still have it? Or is he recovered from it?
He's in the
Is he still under the quarantine time?
I
Yeah.
think so, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's really just having mad cow.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that in America because there's never been a confirmed case, I don't believe, so we don't want to start spreading fake news.
That's Moo you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Moo's been under the weather?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He was
Yeah.
talking about it. Whose show was it this week? He was talking about it. Is it your show, Jason?
Might be. Yeah, he put out there that he tested positive, which sucks. I hope he's getting better.
Yeah. And what about you, Rob? You got any memories of the show that stick out in your head?
Well, I don't know. There was that time you were going over all the older revolvers, doing a bracket on stuff, and I had no clue about anything and was trying to do searches on everything, but you ran through so quick I had no idea and ended up picking guns by how they looked. So I'm sure that made me look pretty stupid out there, but you know.
Well, yeah, that whole thing with that
memorable moment, but
yeah, there's a connection there between yours and roll calls because it was that bracket that led to the Wild West gun series being done, where we talked about the lever actions and the different revolvers and stuff. That's because when we did the bracket, nobody knew anything about the guns on the bracket. So I was like, you know what? I got a series to do on the show for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, to be honest, there's a lot of guns. I mean, using firearms or whatever throughout your life or this or that, and stating, you know everything is a total different story. So there's, vast variety of firearms in my opinion. So some of these collectors got to have such a knowledge base that's probably blow people's minds.
Oh yeah,
especially remembering all the different, models and names and the stories with some of the. I mean, that's the love, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys out there that know a hell of a lot more than I do on that subject.
Me too.
I put a basic primer together. There's guys out there that could tell you the patent numbers and stuff on those things when they, from when they were first introduced and stuff. No, sorry, guys, you were going to say something? Saw you unmute.
Oh, I was going to say, I remember that one time at band camp. Then I remembered this isn't the same show. So,
you, Kingpin, any memories that stand up for you?
Jimmy Carter and the Marching Brass Band is not a thing, and I'll never forgive you for corrupting Jason Stewart. Obviously, the Scotsman's C-word show was something you're never going to forget that. And maybe once in a while we could, if it's all right with you, we could, dabble into Islam a little bit. Maybe try that in the future.
I think we've done that once or twice already. You think Squib's gone out and done any research on it yet?
Come on,
probably not. No.
That was good a couple weeks ago. Like, I haven't done any research on it. Then shut up, Squib. So that to the television, shut up. But then that would defeat the purpose of a freedom of speech show, kind of. Tell them to shut up. I don't know. It's just me. Oh, speaking of the traffic cones, there's Vanessa now.
Okay, it's been real, guys. I'll see you later.
Don't worry, Ghost. Pat's not here.
Thank God.
That
was not a good night either.
Big baby.
Hey.
Ooh.
You need to come over here next time we're cattle. Just
I think I'm busy that day. Pretty sure.
Yeah, G23 doesn't think I'm paying attention to the chat. Joke's on him. I am. I saw where he said all the brackets are rigged and stuff. So
he's got
See,
that
he's a
all
long
filed
time
away.
watcher.
Well, if the brackets are rigged, it's because you got a bunch of people that vote for the wrong things. It's not my fault. Oh, man. Speaking of brackets, we do have.
I'm just gonna say, but the Munchkin, the whatever they call what do they call them? The chipmunks. That should never even been on the bracket itself. So you were begging for that to happen.
Hey, if Midnight can put Slim Jims on a candy bar bracket, I can put the Chipmunks on a Christmas.
See, that's your problem. You aspire to be like him? Come on, dude. You got to set your bar a little higher.
I tried to let him know, don't ever ask the internet questions. And so, yeah, he's asking the internet questions. So I personally had to take it into my hands to explode the whole thing with the chipmunks. I had to vote for the chipmunks every way through. I mean, I had to do it.
That's all right. I'm kind of responsible for the Slim Jim thing myself.
Yeah, that's
Isn't it
Gary's
good?
fault. too.
Well, he was asking for people to throw candy bars out in the chat, so I just as a joke type Slim Jim in there. So he put it in a bracket. I didn't think he'd really take it seriously, but that's just kind of the way Midnight is. He'll take anything as a joke and throw it in there. So.
See, I'm a little surprised and a little disappointed, to be honest, that there hasn't been a patch or a T-shirt of that yet.
Should have been.
Yeah, it should have.
Or at least a sponsorship from Slim Jim.
Yeah, how many times have they been mentioned in the last couple of years?
Yeah, right. We have a T-shirt.
I know they retweeted one of my, they did a repost of one of my Instagram posts one time. I was pretty impressed.
Slim Jim did?
Yes, they did.
Nice.
Yeah, we need a T-shirt that's double-sided. On the front it says Slim Jim is a candy bar, and on the back it says a hot dog is a sandwich.
And then you just put like fake news on both of them.
Or you could just wear Antifa shirts around because, it's the same thing.
Not quite.
I ain't wearing no Antifa shirts.
Yeah, Antifa probably wouldn't call a hot dog a sandwich. I'm not going to talk that bad about them.
I still want a T-shirt that says it happens every single day in basic training or boot camp.
Yeah.
Every
There was a great meme that I saw on Instagram a little while ago, and I sent it to a Marine buddy of mine who's from Oregon, and it simply said, "So in Oregon, cocaine is legal, but straws aren't. That must be frustrating." I thought that was hilarious.
You can have your Coke, but you can't have a straw to do the Coke with. Well, at least not plastic straw. I guess you could get a little metal straw.
Yeah, but that's just nonsense there.
You could take $100 bills and roll them up, but who has $100 bills anymore?
Besides you, nobody, buddy.
I ain't got no $100.
Says the guy who's taking off 2 weeks from work,
Yeah, it's hard to roll up one of those damn debit cards.
I know. They're making me take time off work.
Man, they really must love you at work.
They said, you got to burn this vacation. I said, all right, see you later.
Yeah.
Let's be real. If somebody told you that you could stay home and make the same amount of money you make going to work, aren't you going to stay home?
Yeah, considering I've had 3 days off this entire year, I would love for them to say take 2 weeks off.
Well, in your position, there's nobody to take your place if you're gone.
That's the problem. Now you see the conundrum here.
Yep.
Yeah, tell them you got the COVID.
Ooh, they would not like that.
And whatever you put off, you got to make up. So better to stay on course there.
Hey, Rich, I'm going to come back here in a little bit. The dinner is ready, so I'm going to go eat, and I'll pop back on later.
All right.
Yeah, bring us back some leftovers, man.
Thought you just ate, Gary.
Just had a bowl of chili. I could eat more. Let's be real.
Gary, do you put beans in your chili?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The only chili you don't put beans in is hot dog chili most of the time.
Yeah, let's see. Does it even count as chili if there's no beans?
A lot of people don't believe in putting beans in chili.
Heathens.
Had
That's
chili
weird.
tonight for dinner, and it had beans.
Think it would be more of a stew or something without beans. I don't know, or soup, or I don't know.
Well, I've heard down in Texas they actually serve the beans separately. You can add the beans to it, but it's not all mixed together. So you can put as much beans in there as you want or as little as you want. Me, I want my beans cooked in with the chili so they've got all the flavor and everything.
There's not much that Snob doesn't eat, but beans is definitely one that he does not eat.
Yeah, he said that in the chat this morning. He does not like beans. I don't understand that personally. I love me some beans.
Put beans in everything you make from now on, Stacy.
No, it's probably a good thing. So be thankful.
Gonna say, I've ridden in a car with Snob all the way from Oklahoma to Las Vegas. He doesn't need beans.
Yeah, can you imagine if he ate beans compared to how he is already?
The man naturally has to roll the window down every 15 minutes anyway.
It's all them bumps.
If he figures out a way to harvest that and run like
I
a
don't
pipe
know,
in a
right?
tank, you're doing good.
Venison chili with red kidney beans, says gun-toting pacifist.
Now, do you use the light red or the dark red in that gun-toting pacifist? I like the dark red kidney beans myself.
Well, mine was actually made with pinot beans.
Oh yeah, I'd use those too. But I mean, if the kidney, I'll use like 2 or 3 different beans and when I make it up. But as far as the kidney beans, I use the dark red. The ones that almost look black.
Yeah, I know.
The pinot beans.
They probably taste just fine. I'm sure they would.
Yeah, he says he uses both the light red and the dark red.
Cool.
Yeah, some people do that too.
Venison chili, that does sound good.
I've even thrown refried beans into chili once. That was
The
actually
thing about it, I had to hand chop up some onions. I still have the smell of onions on my fingertips, even after washing my hands 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, when I was making up the pot of chili, found out my wife forgot to buy the tomato paste. So I threw a can of refried beans in there and basically did the same thing. It thickened it up real nice and gave it a different flavor.
Yeah, that would be different. I use just plain old diced tomatoes in mine.
He says Gunsling Pacifist says he uses a large spoonful of peanut butter at the beginning when he first.
Peanut butter? What would that do? Not that I have any peanut butter. I don't, unfortunately. I usually do. Right now I'm out.
Peanut butter's okay as long as there's no coins in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. Guns and Barbecue says he was late because he's still training. Devon and Bubba Ray are going down. He's still going on about the Kingpin and Rob versus Midnight and him.
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody told Rob what he got roped into?
No, this is the first Rob's hearing of it. He's probably sitting there like, what the hell did I get myself into? Yeah,
Hey, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. You and Kingpin are taking on Guns and Barbecue and Midnight Range at a wrestling match at the 2022 Great American Outdoor Show.
Man, they got you on weight. That's for darn sure.
Damn.
Check me. Hey, Rob.
Huh.
Just to let you know, we're the champion. So we're going to be defending the title.
All right.
And apparently I got roped in. I wasn't even in chat at the time. I got roped in being a manager or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Guns and Barbecue and Midnight were fighting and bickering back and forth last night with each other. This is no problem, dude. We're going to smoke these guys.
Yeah, they're the mega powers, and they haven't had them one match yet, and they're starting to implode. They're worse than what Savage and Hogan were.
Now, are there any rules to this?
Rule number 1, we win.
Okay.
I seen Rob in Gary's chat this morning, and I almost mentioned it. I'm like, nope. I said, he'll probably be on Richard's show. He'll probably find out then.
We're going to spend more time polishing up our title belts than we are going to be in the match.
All right. Pretty confident.
Sounds like it.
You're not confident going against Midnight and Barbecue?
Yeah, but I like those guys, so
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
until I
fine.
get smacked a time or two, I'm probably not going to kick in full speed, you know?
One of these guys is going to end up like Vader with your eye hanging out. Guns and Barbecue's blind. He's going to hit you with the clothesline so hard he's not going to realize how close you are, and he's going to pop your eye out of socket.
It's a no holds barred, and the only thing I request is each of us have to do the Road Warriors finishing move. I'll go ahead and I'll pick up Guns and Barbecue, and you can clothesline him. You pick up Midnight, and I'll clothesline him.
Good luck with that.
I keep talking, and you won't get invited.
I think at some point
Oh,
you might want to try
good.
to pick up a chair and use it.
Yeah, you forget, Kingpin. I'm already invited. I was designated to be Mean Gene Okerlund.
All right, well, then I'll think of something else. And Jason, yes, they're gonna cheat. They're gonna cheat in every which way that they can because they're clearly the bad guys, and we're gonna defend the People's Championship.
Is this like The Rock being the People's Champ? You guys are the People's Champions. You know that doesn't actually come with a title belt.
The champions of the people.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure Rob has got his close by. Maybe it's in his safe. Mine's right here beside my bed. So, I mean, I guess I'm just pretending that there's a multi-$1,000 belt sitting here with all kinds of glitter and stuff all over it that we fought hard for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
We should make this some type of paid live event.
Good lord.
Can we do costumes?
Yeah, dude, of course you can. You're the champion. You can do whatever you want. And by the way, Rob, in our contract, all proceeds, we get 75% of everything.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Nice.
Instead of doing a wrestling match, I thought we'd play Gator Golf.
See, that right there, that was a sign of compassion. That was Rich's heart telling him, we can't let Rob and Dave go out there and do that to those guys. We got to come up with something else. So we're going to play miniature golf.
No, that was actually something that they did on BTE with they had a tournament where you had a bunch of the wrestlers from AEW that were playing Gator Golf for a championship belt. And it was set up like miniature golf where you had to hit the ball through obstacles and stuff. It was actually pretty cool. We should do something like that. Not necessarily wrestling theme, but like if we ever get a chance to where we can all meet up somewhere again, have a Gator Golf tournament. What do you guys think? Gator Golf tournament in memory of Gun Channels?
I don't even know what Gator Golf is.
You don't know what Gator Golf is?
No.
Oh my God!
But if you're talking like mini golf, you're gonna lose.
It's a thing you get for your kids. It's a kids game. You have an alligator that you gotta hit the ball into, and then the alligator throws the ball up, and then you gotta hit it into the. But you can set it up where you're playing like a miniature golf, where you can like use chairs and stuff as obstacles. It's actually fun to play with.
Yeah, no, I'd never heard of that.
You got kids and you don't know what Gator Golf is. Good Lord Almighty, your kids are deprived.
We used to go to mini golf all the time, so that's why I was going to say if it's mini golf, you're probably going to lose because I don't get out of there without getting a free game usually. So, but granted, I'm tall and long arms, so compared to the
seriously, go to the game section, pick one up for your kids. If you got a snow day or something like that, it's a good way to pass the day, man. I'm telling you, you'll have a blast playing Gator Golf with your kids if you set it up right.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I realize being tall or long arms doesn't really matter in miniature golf.
You can get on your knees and play. You don't have to stand. The clubs are like little flamingos and stuff. It's themed, and the golf balls are just hollow plastic ball. But yeah, man, honest to God, you'll have fun playing that with your kids if you got a snow day because you're up in New York, you're gonna have a snow day at some point, right? So I mean, when you're stuck in the house because you got a snow day or something, it's a fun way to pass the time when you got little kids. It really is. Even if you don't, if you got like if you're in a
Yeah, I don't
college
have
dorm
any
or
little
something,
ones like that, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're in a college dorm and stuff, you can use it as a party game.
I'm in a college dorm. Something's gone wrong.
No, I mean, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about anybody that's out there.
All right, I was gonna say I'm probably in trouble. If I'm not working, I'm in trouble.
Oh, God, Guns and Barbecue says no holds barred Gator golf. Loser takes a putter up the.
Wow.
No. You're okay until you got to that second part there, Guns and Barbecue.
Wow.
And no, G23, I was not telling Rob to get on his knees. Not in the way you're inferring it.
Wow.
God,
You're harsh.
yeah, right. I mean, good Lord, this is turning into another Japanese food chat out in the YouTube chat.
I know, right?
Just call it a Kamala. You're not going to give him a Kamala.
Well, at one point, one of these guys with their wrestling match said that they were going to be Kamala, but not that Kamala, the other Kamala, who happened to also have the last name Harris, but was actually a professional wrestler who was booked as being from Africa, but really wasn't. And, yeah. And who recently passed away. So rest in peace. The Ugandan giant version of Kamala, not the half Indian who thinks she's black Kamala.
She can rest in peace too, Rich.
No, she can just rest. go away. I don't care if she's in peace or not. But let's not discuss her. This is a fun show tonight.
Do you guys got duck pin bowling out there?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Duck pin bowling?
yeah.
We had that back in the 60s.
I used to love that, man.
The bar my grandfather used to go to when we would go fishing and stuff. They had a bowling machine that was similar to that, but you would roll the ball down and the pins would flip upwards and then it would flip back down again.
Oh, one of them shuffleboard type machines?
Yeah, something like that. But this was just bowling, and it had it was like a miniature bowling lane.
Well, there was a bar my folks used to take me in when I was a little kid. It had a shuffleboard type machine, but it had bowling pins. You'd take your shuffleboard puck and you'd slide it down there.
No, this had little balls like the balls you would use for duck pin or bocce kind of that you would use on it.
Kind of like those skee ball things.
Yeah, kind of like a skee ball too.
Like
But they were made out of the same material as a bowling ball would be made out of. Skee balls are like that wood material.
Yeah, they're wood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was made out of the same material as a bowling ball. It was basically just a little miniature bowling ball, about the size of a skee ball. And the surface was wood that you bowled the ball down. The machine was old. It had to have been from the 60s. You could tell by the way, the graphics and stuff were on it. But that thing still worked, and that was a blast to play.
My little town used to have an old duck bin bowling alley downtown, and a lot of times they'd hire kids to work as pin setters back there. You had a little perch you had to sit up on, and then you'd have to clear it out and set the pins by hand and everything else.
Oh, good Lord. Now Guns and Barbecue is saying roll call can be Jerry Lawler and Snob can be Vince Jr. on commentary. He's really going all out with booking this thing, isn't he?
Yeah, I think I've gone bowling like 4 times in my adult life, and that was a work kind of a work thing. So not that I was working, but it was work related. So
Gosh, I haven't been. It's probably back in '02 or '03. Been darn near 20 years since I've been bowling. And I used to bowl league. I used to bowl on 2 different leagues a week back when I was younger.
Yeah.
Never was any good at it though.
Last time I went bowling, God, it had to have been in the 2000s too. I mean, at some point, it was when my daughter was playing youth basketball. We went. Her youth basketball team had a bowling party. That was the last time I went. Right now, I can't bowl anyway because my damn elbow. But we had a we had a bowling league in high school. There was actual bowling league, competitive bowling league between the different high schools. When we didn't have a season of any of football or hockey, I was playing around in that bowling league too. But yeah, I used to go bowling all the time. Used to. There's a bowling alley not that far from here, but like I said, I can't bowl right now because my damn elbow. I don't think
you guys enjoy bowling?
Oh, dude, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Seems like most people do. I'm like such an opposite person to the average person, but yeah, and it seems to be the thing. Everybody loves it.
We almost got kicked out of a bowling alley when I was a kid because we took the lighter, like 7-pound balls. We were sticking our middle finger in the thumb hole and just letting them rip down the alley. They didn't take too kindly to that when they saw us doing that. Because the ball was flying halfway down the alley.
Well, looky who's out in the chat. Night Strike's out there.
It had nothing to do with my back, Night Strike. What are you talking about? My elbow. Torn ligament in elbow. Can't pick up bowling ball. Hurts like hell. I used to bowl with a 15, 16-pound ball. Can't do that with torn ligaments in your elbow.
I think mine was 14.
The last time I tried using a 14-pound ball, my finger got stuck in the thumb. My thumb got stuck in the thumb hole.
I actually had my own bowling ball.
Yeah, I didn't have that. Couldn't afford that. They wanted too much money. But you want to know? You want to see something that hurts? Get a bowling ball stuck on your thumb. No, I'm not that coordinated with my left hand. I end up hitting myself in the leg or something. Like he says, use the other arm. No, that ain't gonna work. My left arm is just about useless for anything that requires any kind of manual dexterity.
For me, it's got to be something where I'm making money to go sit around a bowling alley. That's I don't know, no action. There's no you didn't almost die, or you're not redlining. I don't know.
Yeah, oh,
everybody's different.
Moo's out there now. I don't know how he's feeling, but he's got a link. Night Strike says he has his own bowling alley. He doesn't trust those lane balls. Use and abuse, just like 2 Live Moo. That's only made sour milk. Yeah. In fact, Night Strike and Moo both have links, but see how it is.
Yeah, it's Night Strike's own platform. You think he'd come in here and test it out?
Mm-hmm. You would think that. I think I sent Night Strike a link. I know I sent Moo one.
Night Strike's afraid of us.
Maybe he's afraid Rob will hit him in the head with a bowling ball.
It's always a possibility.
Hey, Moo, we got a bracket. So, I know how much you love brackets.
I knew he'd come.
Afraid of what? Chicken scratch? No, I'm not afraid of that.
I knew they'd get him in here.
I mean, I'm probably afraid of Rich's wife more so than Gizzard Gary. That's for sure.
What did my wife?
Well, that's just common sense.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's common sense. It's common sense, Rich. Just roll with it.
The only one that has a legitimate reason to be scared is Rob. At least according to his thinking.
Well, Rob's always scared, so he lives under a constant fear of what New York government's going to do next. So he doesn't count.
Yeah, that was a good one when Rob said he's going to have to send my wife flowers to make up, and she's like, "What the hell did I do? What did he do? What?" My wife has no idea what the hell was going on with that one. Like, why is he sending me flowers? I'm like, I don't know. Ask him.
Come on, that 2 Live Moo comment was gold there.
Ozzy had a 224 average. Wow.
I had a decent average when
mine was only 200.
Yeah, depending on what year, or how I was doing, anywhere between 200 and 230 would be what I would. But my average would be what, like a 215. And the bowling alley we bowled at had the fancy screens with the auto scoring, and every time you bowled 3 strikes in a row, you got the nice little dancing turkey on the screen. Hey, Moo.
What's happening?
How you feeling any better?
Yeah, I think so. Getting better every day. Still get tired, and if I don't take all my meds, I get a headache. But yeah, I think I'm definitely feeling better. Thanks for asking.
We thought you were always off your meds. That's why you act like that.
No, that's when he takes too many of the meds.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, they put all those hormones and stuff in my feed bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody forgot to put the sign up saying "Do not feed the animals."
Happens all the time. I see it every day.
Happened every single day in basic training.
Every single day.
Every day. So, Rich.
Yo.
Am I understanding 100 episodes?
Yeah.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, but Gary beat me to it by a couple weeks.
You know, Gary is very religious about his shows, and I don't mean that as far as religion. I mean he, whether he's got his feathers plucked or not, he always has a show.
Yeah, he passed me up because there were a couple of times where I had to take off and he didn't, so he got it fair and square.
Yeah, so you can't fault Gary for being dedicated. Yeah.
Anyway, you guys ready to do a World War II movie bracket?
Only if you got the good ones on.
There's lots of movies on the bracket. So let's see if the screen share works, because half the time for me the screen share on here don't want to work. Hopefully you got that fixed.
It usually works. Yes, I can see it. Yes.
Do you see the bracket?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, it's working. Woohoo!
Woo!
All right. So in the first round, we have the I can't talk. Cary Grant Classic Destination Tokyo against one of John Wayne's 2 Philippine movies. They Were Expendable.
Ooh.
Next, we have Back to Baton, the second of John Wayne's Philippine movies, going against John Wayne as a Marine on the sands of Iwo Jima.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Wait a second. What are we doing here? Is this
He's
like all John Wayne movies?
He's
it's not
pitting
all
John Wayne movies against each other. How dare you, Rich? How dare you?
Blasphemer.
If I didn't, I would have had a John Wayne movie in just about every one of these. You look
Damn
up
it, Rich!
World War II movies, and you find out John Wayne made a shitload of just World War II movies.
I want an apology for putting so many John Wayne movies against each other. I want an apology right now,
got
Rich.
2 against each other in the first round.
Okay, so
You owe us an apology for this.
okay, that's the answer. Let me ask, in a little bit shorter of a version of that. What are we doing here?
We're doing a World War II movie bracket.
Thank you.
You know, you can edit the 16-team single elimination to say World War II movie bracket.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it.
There you have it, folks. He's lazy.
Exactly. I'm not going to deny it.
Doesn't count if you admit it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Moving back onto the bracket. Next, we have the Clint Eastwood Richard Burton classic, Where Eagles Dare, against what is, by some historians' estimation, the most accurate scene of the D-Day invasion ever put into a motion picture in Saving Private Ryan. Next, you have the story of, one of the stories of the Pearl Harbor bombing by the Japanese, and the movie where the myth of a rifle behind every blade of grass originated. Tora, Tora, Tora. Yamamoto never actually said that. It was the character in the movie Tora, Tora, Tora that said it.
But it was implied.
And that's going against an ensemble cast, including, of all people, John Wayne in The Longest Day, which is another D-Day movie.
I'm disappointed.
Why?
I just am. Keep going.
Okay. Next, we have The Flying Leathernecks, starring, you'll never guess, against Kelly's Heroes, another Clint Eastwood World War II classic.
Now that's a good one.
All these are good ones.
Yeah.
Next, we have Patton, the story of, obviously, General George S. Patton, who was not a fan of British Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery, who planned Operation Market Garden, which is what A Bridge Too Far is based on. So there is a theme here. You got Patton and Montgomery being represented. 2 guys that did not like each other. Next, you have Casablanca, which, believe it or not, folks, yes, that is a World War II movie.
Well, but
No,
but it's not.
Hey, I never said they were combat movies.
Well,
But
then by that right, every Indiana Jones movie is a World War II movie.
No, not everyone. Only one.
Yeah. No, everyone, because the Nazis are in it.
No, the Nazis were only in one of them.
It's a Christmas movie.
No, they were in 2 of them.
No, they were in one of them. You had
Don't-
the Nazis in one. You had the Chinese mafia and an insane Indian witch doctor. Then you had one of Jones's rivals in the third one. And in the fourth one that we will not talk about, you had the Soviets. The Nazis
Actually, the Nazis were behind Raiders of the Lost Ark as well. If you watch the whole thing through, at the end they tried to take the Ark.
That's the
it was
one
the
I'm
Nazis.
talking about.
And then the Nazis were also in the Last Crusade as well.
Yeah, not technically. Technically, you don't.
Technically, yes. They were part of the whole damn movie.
You don't really see the Nazis though. It's done as a more of a spy thing than a Nazi.
How do you not see? They're in the middle of freaking Berlin in the 1930s during a Nazi rally with the Fuhrer. How is it not a Nazi? How are they not Nazis?
I just said I forgot all about the scene with the book burning.
Come on, man. Come on.
But they weren't the big bad guy in the movie. They were just there peripherally. The big bad wasn't the Nazi guy. So
They were trying to stop him from succeeding. I would say they're the bad guys.
Well, I think what he's talking about.
Were the
Hold
Nazis.
up. He's talking about the super bad guy was the dude, the antiques collector with the old dude with the white hair was the lead bad guy. But to say it wasn't jam packed from start to finish with Nazis, that's a little. You're going a little too far there. The whole movie was about Nazis.
Anyway, we're moving on. Casablanca is a war movie. The bad guys in the movie throughout the entire movie were the Nazis. They were the ones driving everything. And the VC Franks. What the hell did they call themselves? Anyway, VC France, who were in charge of Morocco, their Nazi buddies were there. They were trying to catch the French resistance guy. It was a World War II movie on the more of the spy front, but it was a World War II movie, so it does qualify. Next, you got The Great Escape, which, tell me that one's not a war movie. Go ahead, please. It's a POW camp, for crying out loud. Next, you got on the more low-key side.
It's technically more of a prison movie then.
In World War II. Next, you got Mr. Roberts, about a guy who is bored to death with being on a transport ship and just dreams of going to being on a destroyer, who eventually gets his way and is a perfect example of be careful what you wish for, you just might get it.
Oh.
And rounding out the bracket will be In Harm's Way, starring, you guessed it. So, let's see. We go back up here to the top. And who goes first? It would help if I was doing that. All right. Gary, I believe you were... No, you weren't in here first. Rob was in here first. Rob, you get to go first. Destination Tokyo or They Were Expendable?
I can't think of either off the head, so I'll just say They Were Expendable.
All right. Gary?
I too will go with They Were Expendable.
All right. Stacy?
Expendable.
All right. Kingpin.
You lost your screen share there,
I
Slimmy.
know. I was trying to remember who came in next, and
Tokyo Drift.
So that's Destination Tokyo.
Vin Diesel in that one?
no.
No. It's
Oh,
more
that's
like
the other one.
his father, Moo Diesel.
No, wasn't that Ice Cube?
No, that was the one after.
You sure? I thought that was Tokyo
Yeah.
Drift.
That was number 28.
Hell, I don't know. No, wait, that
I
was
don't know either.
that was Triple X.
That was Triple X. No.
See, all these damn Vin Diesel movies end up running together. He plays the same character in every goddamn one.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that latest one where he's that soldier, it's not a great movie.
So your pick was Destination Tokyo, Kingpin? Just to clarify. Kingpin. Woo.
He's now anti-chat.
No, apparently.
This is the second time when I come back to the GunTube screen. I just put my mouse across the screen and the little things pop up on the bottom, and it wasn't popping up, so I had to hit the refresh. Where are we at?
And I was asking you, was your vote for Destination Tokyo?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't. No, I want my vote to go for Tokyo Drift.
That's not on the list.
So write it in.
Well, taking place in Japan, it's not technically a World War II movie. It doesn't qualify.
Bomb those bastards.
I'll take Destination Tokyo.
Okay. Jason?
Have you seen these movies, Rich?
Yes,
I have a question. Is Destination Tokyo the one about they launched the bombers off of the aircraft carrier to basically go on a one-way mission to bomb Tokyo?
No, that one's not about the Doolittle raid. Destination Tokyo is the submarine mission to sneak the spy guy into the Japanese islands to put a listening device to plan for the Doolittle raid.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go with They Were Expendable.
Alrighty. Roll call.
Oh God, dude! None of these movies are good. They're trash. For war movies, nobody likes these. I've never seen either one of these shows because they were made before I was born. For crying out loud, Rich. What about The Thin Red Line? What about The Great Raid?
Hold on.
Quiet. You show up for everybody else's 100 show but mine. Quiet over there. Jesus.
Wait, who let this guy in here? He's saying Kelly's Heroes is a bad movie. You know what? Someone show this guy the door. Show him where the door is.
The door. Man, I guess They Were Expendable. I've never seen that show in my life. Never even knew it existed till today.
You've never watched a John Wayne movie. There's something wrong with you, man. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I'm with him on that.
Oh God.
Oh man, it's a good movie.
I'm with you, Ro. I'm not a fan of John Wayne. Little too slow for me.
You're from New York. You don't like John Wayne movies. It's fine.
Did you just say you didn't like The Duke?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a little too slow for me. I'm sorry.
Rob, that's un-American, man. That is like un-American. That is un-2A. That's just like un-everything. It's The Duke, man.
I was just kidding.
Okay, good. Yeah, you got me scared there for a little bit, man.
Jason was about to kick your ass.
I know it, man. I mean, don't tear down his statue. Goddamn.
I know who I'm not inviting here, Mr. Moore.
Way to end it fast, though, Rob. I was just kidding.
All right. Moving on to the next person. Night Strike. What would you think?
They Were Expendable.
All right. It don't matter, Moo, but which one, just out of curiosity, would you have picked?
Rambo, you're not expendable.
I only picked it because it had Sylvester Stallone in it.
Yeah, because those are great movies.
Yeah, that's The Duke.
Yeah, that's a totally wrong movie there, Rocall.
Wrong Duke.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Ghost is here to tell us what's what.
Is he back?
Yep, I'm back.
Yep, he's back.
What are we doing?
Well, you didn't get a chance to vote, but if you were to pick from Destination Tokyo or They Were Expendable, which one would you pick?
Destination Tokyo.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
Yes, it is.
You haven't seen it? Cary Grant does a really good job playing the submarine commander in that movie.
He does.
All right. Next, we will move on to Army versus Marine Corps. You got the John Wayne classic about the Japanese invasion of the Philippines, Back to Bataan, against the equal John Wayne classic, Sands of Iwo Jima, which is the movie that he thought he should have won Best Actor for. He was nominated, but did not win.
And he's correct.
He's correct on that one.
So we will go in reverse order this time. And since Ghost just popped back in here, we will start with him.
Gee, I wonder.
I wonder which
one
one
was Sands of Iwo Jima. Yeah, just throwing it out there.
All right, Moo.
The Duke.
Well, duh.
Well, they're both Duke.
They're both Duke.
Duke Light. The Sands of Iwo Jima for 200.
All righty. Nice strike.
I'll take Sands of Iwo Jima for 300. Rich?
Daily double.
Yeah, boing, boing, boing. All right. Roll call. Let's hear your rant.
Jesus criminy. I'll do Letter from Iwo Jima. How about that one?
That's not there, but I'll count your vote as a Sands of
Wasn't that a Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And it's not on the list.
Well, Kelly's Heroes is on the list. That's a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah, there's 2 Clint Eastwood movies on here. Are we going Sands? Are we going to count his vote as a Sands of Iwo Jima since he did say Iwo Jima?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that one. But back to the Batman was pretty cool too.
Wow.
Tell him.
Wow.
Okay.
Jason?
I'm gonna go with the Sons of Katie Elder. Oh, I'm sorry, my glasses. Let me grab them. Sands of Iwo Jima. That'll be my choice.
Okay. Kingpin?
I'm going to go with the Sands of Bataan.
Oh,
Wow.
geez. I see how this is going to go.
Uh-huh.
All right, give me back to Iwo Jima. All right, I'll go with Sands of Iwo Jima. I like that movie.
Hey, Rich,
Yeah.
do you want to rethink the panel?
I'm seriously considering it.
Okay.
What about you, Space? Which one would you pick?
I guess back to Sands. Might as well join in. Sands.
Gary?
Sons of Iwo Jima.
Just like
Rob?
saying it.
I'll go with whatever one was Army.
Back to Bataan was Army. So we know which one moves on. By the way, Sands of Iwo Jima is probably one of, if not John Wayne's best movie. Just throwing that out there.
It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. You should, if you haven't seen it, you should.
It's my favorite of his war movies for sure.
I've got a couple favorites.
All right. Next, we have the Clint Eastwood Richard Burton classic, Where Eagles Dare, with one of the most interesting cliff climbs you would ever want to see in a movie, against Saving Private Ryan, which has perhaps the most accurate depiction of the D-Day invasion ever put to celluloid, in other words, film.
Yeah, that first 10 minutes of that movie is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. And this time we'll start with Gary. Which one, Gary?
We're going to go with Saving Ryan's Privates.
Wrong movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
Are we on Pornhub?
Pornhub all day.
Yeah, right? Like that's a totally different genre than what this bracket is there, Gary.
Saving Private Ryan.
All right, Stacy.
What?
One more video to get shot today.
What are we on?
We got Where Eagles Dare versus Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, I got lost. I was talking to Snob. Private Ryan.
All right. Kingpin?
I'll go with the bandwagon and give it to Private Ryan, even though Tom Hanks is a suspected pedophile.
Wow, that just went for a dark turn.
Uh-huh. Jason?
Well, on a serious note, this is the hardest pick of your whole bracket right here. Saving Private Ryan is an awesome movie. You know, great cinematography, everything, you know, good movie. But one of my all-time favorites is Where Eagles Dare. You know, it may be a 3-hour-long movie too, but I've only got a chance to see it just a handful of times in my life, and it was always one that I enjoyed. So I have to go with Where Eagles Dare.
Roll call.
Oh God, here we go. I'm more of an Iron Eagle person, so I'm gonna have to go with Saving Private Ryan. That's way better. and I don't even like Eagles the band.
That's the next bracket.
I think Roll Call's got his own bracket going.
Yeah, right.
Miller Lite
With
bracket.
the Eagles on it at one point. I thought we did. Anyway, who the hell's turn is it? Night Strike.
I'm gonna go where Eagles dare
Where's that?
with Clint Eastwood. That's where.
10-4.
Ghost?
Like I said, the first 10 minutes of Saving Private Ryan's amazing. The rest of the movie was so I'm going to go with Where Eagles Dare.
All right. Rob, you can tie this up or give Saving Private Ryan the win. It's up to you. Which one?
Well, naturally, I just go with Saving Private Ryan. But if there's money involved, I can swing the vote. So,
Well, it was just going to go. I was just going to throw it out to the audience.
yeah.
Well, I was going to say Private Ryan because Vin Diesel's in it.
Oh, Moo.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Moo got a vote. Didn't get the vote yet. That's right. So it wouldn't go to a tie. I forgot. They made it 9 people besides me. Never mind. So yeah, you want Private Ryan, and you were going Private Ryan too, Moo?
Yeah, because of Vin Diesel.
Okay. God, I forgot he was in that.
Everybody did.
Did I miss the part where the Band of Brothers was like nominated #1 or something? Like, how's that not on this list?
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's a series, not a movie, and he's
Yeah,
going
exactly.
with movies.
Yep, this is just movies.
You know, otherwise I would have asked for Combat.
Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah, Hogan's Heroes. Come on.
Greatest show ever. I watch it every day.
Yeah, if we were doing TV
That's a
series,
great
Hogan's
one.
Heroes would have to win, hands down. Next, we got Tora Tora Tora, the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor, rather, and that's going against The Longest Day, the Allied invasion of Normandy. Moo. Tora 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 or The Longest Day?
You know, I never watched The Longest Day, but I've seen Tora 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 many times. So I guess I'll just have to go with the Tiger.
Yeah. The interesting thing about those two movies, they both show the Tora 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 shows it from both the American and Japanese side. The Longest Day shows it from the Allied and the Axis side. So they're the only two World War II movies that show both sides of the conflict in both of them. So that's a little interesting sidebar on both of those. So you're going with Tora Tora Tora?
Correct.
Right. Night Strike?
I like both of these movies and for different reasons. But I think if one was on right, if both of them were on right now, the one I would watch would probably be The Longest Day.
All righty. Roll call?
I think he's passed out by now.
Is it my turn yet?
I think so.
No.
Okay, I'll wait.
It's your turn, Ro.
All right. So I've actually seen both of these movies. They're decent. They're the old school stuff. But I kind of like Tora 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 a little bit better because when he says it, I love it when people say the name of the movie in the movie.
The name of the movie is the name of the movie because that was the command given by the Japanese commander to launch the invasion.
That's Peter Griffin's favorite thing too.
Yeah.
Hey, roll call. Hey, roll call.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh God, you stink.
Yes,
wasn't
he
nice.
does. All the
Alrighty. Jason.
This is a tough one too, but there's one of them that I like both of them. But I'm leaning toward Tora.
Alrighty. Kingpin?
Let me go Longest Day. Both good movies, but I'll go with The Longest Day.
All right. Stacy?
Let's go.
What was it?
Tora, or The Longest Day?
Longest Day.
Gary?
I'm gonna go with The Longest Day.
All right. Rob?
I'll just Longest Day.
Okay. And Ghost?
Tora.
5-4. But The Longest Day takes it.
Can't believe that was a first round matchup, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Well, next we got the Marine Corps versus the Army again. We got the Flying Leathernecks versus Kelly's Heroes.
Are you intentionally trying to incite Ghost?
No,
Kelly's Heroes is pretty great, though. I'm not going to lie.
it's just the way I threw it together. I just randomly put these things in, except there's a couple that I've themed them, but this ain't one of them. So, Stacy, Flying Leathernecks or Kelly's Heroes? John Wayne versus Clint Eastwood. Army versus Marine Corps.
Leathernecks.
Well done, dear.
Kingpin?
I didn't really care for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, so I'm going to go with the Kelly's Heroes.
You're dead to me.
Oh, that's a different thing. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yes, but there is no proof that Leatherface was ever a Marine.
Yes.
God, I hope not.
I'm sure The Flying Leathernecks is a fantastic movie, and they've got to be a fabulous group of human beings, but I've never seen the movie, so I got to go with Kelly's Heroes.
Kelly's Heroes is a good movie. It's a good movie.
Jason?
Did Kelly's Heroes have Jim Brown in it?
No, that was the Dirty Dozen.
That was the Dirty Dozen. Yeah.
Oh, so Kelly's Heroes. Got it
Clint Eastwood,
confused.
Donald Sutherland. Shit, who else?
It had Kiefer's old man. I can't remember his first name, but it had Kiefer Sutherland's old man in it.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland. It's like
Oh yeah, I can't remember his first name.
Yeah.
Okay, well then my overwhelming choice is Flying Leathernecks.
Okay. Roll call.
Yeah, the Dirty Dozen's not even on here for crying out loud.
Like I said, I could have put 100 movies on this bracket
Yeah.
all night.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just pick the Flying Leathernecks because I can picture Clover like twirling Ghost around and letting them go.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Oh, good Lord.
That's wrong on so many
So
levels.
many levels, yes. On
It's
so many
roll
levels-
call.
Levels.
I need lots of alcohol for this.
I'm beginning to agree with Stacy.
Yeah, well, it's your turn, Night Strike. Which one?
Well, I'll tell you which one. The one where they used the tiger tank to blow open the vault door to steal all the Nazi gold. That's the one.
Alrighty, so you're going Kelly's Heroes.
And if you haven't seen that movie by now, too bad.
Yeah, really. If you haven't
It's
seen
been
it
out
now,
since the 70s. Good Lord, where have you been?
Spoiler.
Doesn't that have George
Spoiler.
Clooney in it?
no, that was a totally different movie.
That was a different movie. It wasn't as good.
Um,
It was good, but not in that kind of context.
yeah, Moo, Kelly's Heroes or Leathernecks?
Oh, Kelly's Heroes.
All right. Ghost?
Really?
Yeah, I know. He's going Leatherneck. He's a Marine.
Yeah. I have to.
He'd be drummed out of the.
You don't
he would
have
be
to.
allowed back into the Leatherneck Club.
This is true. Ironically, the guy who owns the Leatherneck Club, his call sign was Ghost. Fun fact for you. No shit.
Rob.
Army.
He just needs to know which branch, and then that's
So basically, Rob and I are going to cancel each other out every single time.
yeah, basically.
It's programmed, man. You know.
Right on, man.
Yeah, just be glad I'm not voting. It'll be 2 against 1.
We've had worse odds.
Anyway, Gary. That doesn't really matter. But
Well, I'm going to vote for Kelly's Heroes, but I've just received some word from Fox News that there are a whole bunch of mail-in ballots that still have not yet been counted, and it may be next Tuesday before we find out what the total results of this are. So,
From where, do you know?
no, I don't know.
Oh, you're just messing around.
messing
Yeah.
around saying it's the bracket.
Because I quit caring about 3 days ago, but I was like, well, interesting. We found some on the side of the road again, you know?
We found more Trump votes that were supposed to be destroyed.
We found more votes for they were the expendable out laying out in the road. All right.
That's good.
Next we
They have WW6 on them there, Gary.
Yeah, I think they did, as a matter of fact.
I was waiting for that one.
Oh, that's priceless.
They'll never let me forget that. Nor should they.
I didn't get it either.
So someone said that they're 1911. He tried to put his 45 ACP in his 1911, and it won't fit. And he looked at the barrel and it said WW6. And everyone was like, what is WW6? What kind of stamp is that? And I was like, it's 9mm upside down, guys.
Oh, that's great.
Alrighty. Next we have Patton, the George C. Scott classic.
Oh, what a great movie.
That he refused the Academy Award for when he won Best Actor for the movie. Versus A Bridge Too Far, the classic retelling of Operation Market Garden, the failed operation to
that's a good one too.
Free a town.
But it's almost a sacrificial lamb, isn't it? Almost.
Yeah.
Basically. So, trying to remember who goes first this time. Might strike you to go first.
Well, I like both of these movies. I've seen both of these movies. But, Patton should have accepted it. So, Patton.
You mean George C. Scott, right?
Yes.
You realize that Patton didn't actually act in that movie, right?
No, you're right.
What?
You're right. George C. Scott, yes.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, I should let him go with it.
Just let me have this one, all right?
If Patton would have been acting in that movie, it would have been his ghost. It would have been a ghost story.
Yeah, exactly.
On top of that, seriously, I don't think he would have done as good of a job as George C. Scott. That's the scary thing.
That's the thing, yeah. But no, yeah, Patton definitely.
All right, roll call. Are you still awake?
I like old Blood and Guts. I'm gonna watch A Bridge Too Far tonight because it's on Netflix, and I don't remember watching that one, so I'm gonna have to go back and see if I remember it by watching it tonight. So I'm gonna go with old Blood and Guts himself.
Okay, yeah, but if you haven't seen The Bridge Too Far, it's got Sean Connery, Anthony Hopkins, and a bunch of other people in it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just not as good as Patton. I mean,
No,
you
it's
talk about
not.
a classic.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
Be Patton.
All right, Kingpin.
Bridge Too Far.
Stacy.
Patton.
Gary.
Patton.
Rob.
Bridge Too Far, I guess.
All right, Ghost.
Patton.
And Moo.
Bridge Too Far.
All right, Patton moves on. Next, you got boy meets girl, boy leads girl in Paris. They meet up again in Morocco while girl's husband is fleeing the Nazis. The classic Humphrey Bogart movie Casablanca versus a cast of hundreds of people in The Great Escape where they're trying to escape from a Nazi POW camp. And we will start with Stacy.
Casablanca.
That figures.
Chick flick.
Chick flick.
Oh, no, there's a lot of action in that movie.
I know, but
Kingpin.
Both movies highly overrated. The Great Escape is my choice.
Jason?
Well, man, I'm not really sure if I ever saw Emmett Otter's Casablanca Christmas before, but man, you got to go with Steve McQueen in The Great Escape.
You see the type of damage you've done to him, Rich?
are you in Oregon these days?
Since the free drugs were dropped by helicopter.
Exactly.
Roll call.
I'll only vote for Casablanca if everybody in the country says Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a
So-
Christmas movie.
It is a
Right.
Christmas movie.
A lot of people say it's not.
Well, it's because they're
not.
idiots.
But since we can't poll the whole United States right now, I'm going to have to go with, what's his name? James Dean in The Great Escape. Isn't that his name?
No, James Dean was not in The Great Escape.
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, that's him.
Yeah.
Although I would have liked to have seen it if he was in that movie. That'd be kind of interesting.
And wasn't Mater in that too?
This is going to be a long bracket.
Uh-huh. So, I've done lost count. That was 1 for Casablanca and 3 for The Great Escape. Am I right?
I think
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Night Strike.
so. I'm not that big a fan of Casablanca, so I'm going to have to go with Great Escape.
All right. Moo.
It's not that I haven't seen it. I've seen it, though.
Okay.
Well, we had Casablanca lilies as our wedding flower, so I'm going to go with Great Escape.
Wow.
Moo, way to keep it classy.
Who?
You.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Here's looking at The Great Escape.
Rob.
Great Escape.
And Gary.
Oh, I believe we'll have to go with The Great Escape this time.
Alrighty.
But thanks for playing, Stacy. We got a nice gift in the back room for you.
Yeah, we have a
I've
nice
never
party
seen
gift.
either one of them.
In the bathroom?
I just guessed.
All right. Next, you have the Henry Fonda classics, co-starring Jack Lemmon and the fucking gangster guy whose name I cannot remember right now.
Cagney.
Yeah, Cagney. Thank you, James Cagney.
Jimmy Cagney.
Yep.
Versus another John Wayne classic, which co-starred Kirk Douglas, amongst other people, including Archie Bunker. Yes, Archie Bunker was in harm's way.
Why would you do this to us?
Well, let's see, whose turn is it now? Now it's Roll Call's turn to go first. This ought to be interesting.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Well, to be truthful with you, I like Mr. Rogers better than Mr. Roberts. So I'm going to have to go with In Harm's Way.
All right. Jason?
I'll go with In Harm's Way too.
All right. Kingpin?
I'm waiting for a consultation from DM Foss in the chat, so you'll have to come back to me.
That's cheating.
I've never even heard of either one of these movies, so.
Alrighty then. Stacy?
Never seen either one, so In Harm's Way. I'll just go with the majority.
Kirk Douglas played an asshole in that movie.
He did.
Isn't that how he got throat cancer?
No, that's Michael Douglas.
That's Michael Douglas.
Another reason why you shouldn't sleep with your brother's wife.
No, that's Hunter Biden.
That's his.
That's
Oh, jeez. Nah, you just kill him and marry his wife.
Did he
Well,
get
yeah.
before or after he fought Mike Tyson?
You say tomato.
Right.
Mike Tyson.
So who's ear off?
Gary, bring some logic to this, please.
I'm going to go with Mr. Roberts' Neighborhood, man.
That's not what I asked you to do.
Won't you be my prisoner?
Won't you be mine?
Mr. Roberts.
Rob?
In Harm's Way.
Ghost?
I want to go with In Harm's Way, but I really want to see Mr. Roll Call's Neighborhood video. That would be wonderful.
Sit down, you little son of a bitch.
Listen here, you little prick.
Since I already feel like I'm in harm's way, I'm going to go with that one.
Alrighty. I'm running out of fingers for that one.
Just use the middle one.
That don't work as well.
He can't keep score.
Nice strike.
I got a question for you, Rich, and I need you to clarify for me, okay? Mr. Roberts, he was that guy that wore the gold chains in the 80s and was an action star, right?
Mr. T. Roberts?
That's the one. That's the one.
No, but Mr. Roberts was the show where the guy came from England and was Bob Euchre's butler.
Yeah,
I thought Mr. Roberts was a horse. I made a mistake.
No, that's Mr. Ed.
No.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Roberts was his cousin, the talking mule. No, wait, that was
Mr. Robert.
All right. Anyway, which one are you picking?
I'll take Roll Call's classic In Harm's Way.
All right. Kingpin, have you made a decision yet?
Yeah, I got some advice from some good, solid people out in the chat, but since I asked DM Foss, I'm going to go with what he said, and he said Mr. Roberts.
Okay, so Mr. Roberts got 2 votes, so the In Harm's Way kind of moves on. Like I said, I ran out of fingers to count, but I know that's the one that wins. I'm counting by fingers. I'm too lazy to use my brain. All right. Who the hell goes first this time? Jason goes first this time. But which way do we go?
I don't know. You're the one running this thing.
Who are we picking now? We go back up here to the top on the left-hand side. They were expendable versus the Sands of Iwo Jima. So you got John Wayne versus John Wayne again. So,
man, I'm gonna go with the Sands at Iwo Jima.
All right. Roll call. Navy versus Marine Corps.
The one with Dolph Lundgren. Isn't that the Expendables?
Different Expendables.
Expandables?
I think Schwarzenegger was in that one too.
That was the Incredibles.
Or is it the Inflatables?
No, we're not talking about porn here.
Or is it the edibles? Like the edibles.
I don't think we're talking about drugs either.
The edibles. That chat's going on over on Honda's chat.
Yeah.
I'll just put you down as they were expendable.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Nate Strike.
I think I'm going to go with Sands of Iwo Jima.
Okay. Now, who did you vote for again, Jason? Roll call made me completely and totally forget.
I went to Sands of Iwo Jima.
Okay. Moo?
Iwo Jima, please.
Goes to, am I safe in assuming Iwo Jima?
Yes. Yes, you are correct, sir.
All right. Rob?
Army.
Isn't it close?
So that'd be the Navy one.
All right, the Expendables.
Well, no.
So basically, he's saying anything anti-Marine Corps, he's all down.
Right. Even if it was
Gotcha.
the Navy.
They did have the Army in it, so I guess I'll put them down for they were expendable. Since they did technically have the Army in it, they were. John Wayne and his buddy were working for an Army colonel at one point. So, all right, Gary.
Sands of Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
And
So,
Stacey?
Days of Our Lives.
Sands.
All right, and Kingpin.
I'm going to have to channel my inner gun channels for this one. So I can't vote for the expendable ones because Roll doesn't like Jimenez Tooth. And Sands of Iwo Jima sounds like Sandhill Shooter, so we're going with Sandhills.
Right. Okay. Wait, no, it's 1-1. You freak me forget which one won.
The Sands of Iwo Jima.
I think that's 1-1. Oh, let's count. I ain't going back through it, so it won by default.
It won.
Yeah, pretty sure it's 1-1. It's okay.
Yeah, Mr. Roll Call goes to Washington, I think, was the only one to vote for that other one.
Here's the funny part. I was tempted. I was either going to do a World War II movie bracket, or I was going to do a Jimmy Stewart movie bracket because Jimmy Stewart was a war veteran and made it all the way up to a general, and served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
He made it to a colonel, didn't he?
No, he made.
I thought he was a colonel.
No, he was a general. He was a brigadier general when he retired. All right. So now we got D-Day versus D-Day. Saving Private Ryan versus The Longest Day. And we go back to starting with Rob, I think. No, wait, we start
Rob, don't let us down.
No, we start with roll call.
Oh, never mind.
What we got? What is it? The Longest Day, and then
Saving Private Ryan.
I'm gonna pick Saving Private Ryan. That's what I'm gonna pick because it's gonna be the longest day here. Yeah.
All right.
He just like grunt.
Jason.
I'm gonna have to go with The Longest Day on this one.
All right. Kingpin.
I just got a text from Midnight Range, and he said he likes The Longest Private, but I'm going to go with The Longest.
I guess it could be better than The Longest Ryan, you know.
Did you say The Longest Day, Kingpin?
Yeah.
Okay. Stacey.
Private Ryan.
Gary.
Shaving Private Ryan.
Shaving?
Wow.
I had no idea he was sheep.
He's bringing out the red tube classics tonight.
Rob.
I'm sure Midnight would appreciate that, Gary.
I hope so.
We got to move it along. Rob,
Private Ryan.
or Ghost.
Longest day.
All right. Moo.
Private Ryan because of Vin Diesel.
That's the only reason why you're voting for Saving Private Ryan, isn't it?
Can I change my vote?
No. It's taking too long as it is.
It really is not shaving Private Ryan.
We know this.
You can't shave.
Night Strike.
I'm gonna go with The Longest Day.
Man, we got another 5-4, but Shaving Ryan's private.
Shaving Ryan's private.
Wow.
That would be the longest day, though.
For him.
Oh, jeez.
It'd be the longest yard.
Medic.
Ball down, ball down.
I'm sorry, son. A medic can't fix that.
Thought he already had that done when he was born.
Thank God I'm no longer a medic.
Hold pressure.
You only feel a pinch.
So wait, somebody forgot to take off the tourniquet.
Oh, dear Lord. Squib says, In Harm's Way. The other's a Navy movie. I think they were both Navy movies, Squib. Oh, dear God.
Yes, my child.
No, I'm not talking to you.
You have yourself a blessed day.
Uh-huh. All right. Now, this is going to be a hard one. Kelly's Heroes and Patton.
Ooh. Ooh.
Night Strike?
This is your fault, Rich.
No, it's not. Who the hell goes first? No, we'll go back to the
I don't
beginning, right? We're done. We went through everybody once, right? Starting first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck it. Rob, you go first.
That's great.
Whoa,
Go Army, dude. Go Army.
Army.
They're both Army.
They're both Army movies. That's the problem. Or is that the answer?
Which one's longer? I'll
They're
take
about
the longer.
They're about the same length.
That's what she said.
I was getting ready to say, so would I.
Brown, tick, brown, brown.
All right. What? Kelly's Heroes, I guess.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right. Gary?
We're going to go with Patton here.
All right. Stacy?
Patton.
All righty. Kingpin?
We're at Kelly's and Patton. Kelly's Heroes. No more bad vibes, Moriarty.
All right, oddball. Jason.
Well, I'm going to go with Patton because that movie was real.
This is true. Roll call.
Kelly's not a boy's name, it's a girl's name, so I'm going to go Blood and Guts.
So Kelly?
No, that sounds like a dirty porn.
Kelly's.
All right. Night Strike.
I am so disappointed in some of these people. I'm just telling you. You know, somebody put the game on. Kelly's Heroes.
You say Jelly's Heroes? You can't even say it right.
I said Kelly's Heroes.
Please.
Moo.
I'll spare the extra commentary and go with Kelly's Hero.
Great. We are tied. Ghost, it's up to you. Kelly's Heroes.
As
and
much
Pat.
as I don't like the Gun Collective, I am going to have to go Patton on this one.
Yes.
He's got his hands up in the air.
Yes. Yes.
Sean Patton's like, yes, he said my name.
Hashtag not my panel.
Man.
Patton Oswalt.
Patton strike.
Get that pizza out of here.
I don't want no effing pizza. It's not a soldier's die for his country. It's make the other poor pizza die for his country.
At least I answered the call.
You did.
You did.
Yes,
You
from
did.
across the hall.
That's right, because somebody wouldn't open his door. Go away.
I'm
Who
waiting for
doesn't
more
want free pizza.
I'm waiting for more towels and lotion.
He didn't really need towels.
Housekeeping?
No.
Oh no.
Hey, man.
All right, move on.
A pillow?
Moving on.
Move on.
Yes, we have The Great Escape versus In Harm's Way. And Rob, there's really no army in either one of these either.
That's crap, man.
I demand a recount.
I do too.
What, were those civilian prisoners in that camp or what?
RAF.
Great Escape.
Not your turn. Gary.
I'm going to go with The Grape Escape.
Great babe. Great babe.
Alrighty. Stacy.
Yes.
Is that a...
Oh, that's me.
Something's vibrating in the back. Just saying.
I know, she wasn't paying attention, and there was a vibrating in the background.
Damn, snob.
Tell you, Snob wouldn't be in here. Hey, if something is vibrating, he's not in here.
Oh, wow.
It's a fun. Where we at?
The Great Escape or In Harm's Way?
Never seen either. So I guess I have to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ghost, what's your suggestion?
I'm going with Great Escape, but you do you, kid. Great Escape has Sean Connery, so that's where I'm going.
No,
The tits. No. The tits.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Oh, damn. Hold on now.
A Bridge Too Far had Sean Connery.
Bridge Too Far has Sean Connery. Yep.
Yeah, Great Escape.
I'm still going Great Escape.
Gardner.
Yep, I'm still going Great Escape.
So, yeah.
That was about the
POW escape.
POW concentration camp, right?
No, the prison camp. The Luftwaffe prison camp.
Luftwaffles.
Luftwaffe. German
Blue waffles?
No, I want waffles.
No.
Charlie waffles.
I want Luft waffles and Panzer cakes.
The Great Escape is what Hogan's Heroes was a parody of.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got my movies mixed up. I'm still going Great Escape, Stacy.
All right, I guess I'll go that too, just because I'm still thinking about my Great Escape.
She plans it every day.
And Gary,
I do.
what did you say again? People were saying so long, I forgot what the hell you said.
What did I say?
Yeah, what did you say?
I said The Grape Escape.
Okay.
Great babe.
Got 2 for that. Kingpin.
Well, let's go with The Great Escape.
Oh, boy.
Jason?
I'm gonna go with the Steve McQueen movie.
All right, that's another for The Great Escape. Roll call.
Didn't he drive that car and do the jump scene in The Great Escape? Wasn't that it?
Yeah,
That was Bullet.
Well,
he did his
Smokey
own
and the Bandit.
in the Great Escape. So
I thought that was Cannonball Run.
no, that was
That was Cannonball Run 2.
Oh, you're right.
Porky's, wasn't it?
Burt Reynolds.
All right, I'll do In Ham's Way, whatever that one is.
Arms Way.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I drank that beer before.
From the land of sky blue water.
Night Strike.
In Christmas Ham's Way.
Ghost.
Great Escape.
Rob.
Great Escape.
All right.
But if people keep standing on highways, I think we should bring back the Cannonball Run.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Cannonball Run with obstacles. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Or are they more bowling pins?
Peaceful protesters.
Car bowling. Let's go.
That means we need a. If we're going bowling, we need a wrecking ball.
He came on like a wrecking ball.
Thank God Snob's not in here.
All right. So we got the Marine Corps versus the Army again.
Bring it on, Rob. Bring it on.
Versus Saving Private Ryan. And the Leatherneck here goes first.
I'm going to go with... Yeah, I'm going to go with Iwo Jima there.
I thought you might. Moo?
Iwo Jima for the win.
Night Strike?
Iwo Jima.
Roll call.
Private Parts.
That's Howard Stern.
Yeah, I'm just going to put down a safe time. Safe time.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Jason?
I'm going to go with Saving Private Ryan just because it had Vin Diesel in it. And
Can I change my vote?
And because Vin Diesel didn't make it to the end, so I would vote twice if I could.
No.
I'd like to change my vote.
No, once you vote, your vote's final. Move.
But Vin Diesel isn't in the other one.
Too bad. You screwed up.
No,
Vin
the
Diesel
vote
was only
counters-
in half of it.
The vote counters can change the votes. Isn't that how that works?
No.
No, that's not how that works.
Kingpin, which one?
Saying to be with you.
All right. Stacy? Who's plunging a toilet?
Is that a whip? What is that?
It's like a suction cup sucking up and down, like walking up and down the road.
It's a toy we don't want the answer to.
She said,
hell
give her
no, I'd
20
like to know what
seconds.
it is.
She said give her 20 seconds, and I was busy right now.
It's going to double up.
Yeah, he's going for the daily double today.
The double douche.
Does he use Energizer or Duracell?
I think
I
they're
thought
rechargeable.
It's
Car
like a
batteries.
football
Lithium.
game. There's going to be a 20-minute halftime.
Up to it.
I thought she was slapping his belly.
Never mind. I'm not going to touch that one.
Well, anyway, we'll just skip her. Gary?
I'm going with Saving Private Ryan.
Rob?
Army.
Dude, he can sit there and say it could be Sands at Iwo Jima versus in the Army now with Pauly Shore, and he'd still pick Pauly Shore.
You probably
Hey.
That's because
Damn
he's
good
the
movie.
he's
Damn
the
good
weasel.
movie.
Weasel.
The weasel.
Oh,
Did he
boy.
come back yet? If not, I'm throwing it to the audience. Let them decide. Or I could cast a vote and just end this right now. Yeah, I'll do that. And I ain't a Marine.
No. What was the numbers on this one?
Uh-uh.
No.
This is
Hey,
a screwed
hey,
election
hey,
right here,
Hey,
buddy.
the vote
It's
is
4-4.
final. The vote has been declared. It's final. There is no recount.
He already typed it and everything.
Yep, it was 4-4. I cast the deciding vote.
I mailed in a ballot like
Well, you
11
got to
times.
vote twice?
I didn't
Yeah.
vote. I haven't been voting, Gary.
This is in Pennsylvania. We don't
Hey,
count
we
votes
have
after
to
they
wait on
cast.
Stacy.
How
Where's
many
Stacy?
people's in here?
No, we got to wait on
Stacy
Stacy.
said she said Sands because she likes casinos.
Let me go ahead and clarify. I just heard from Fox News. Sands of Iwo Jima is the elected winner.
That was
Private
MSNBC.
Ryan got at least 5 votes.
No, it's 4-4.
Yeah, but there was a glitch in the system, and those votes switched over to Iwo Jima.
It was 4-4.
This goes out to the chat.
Yeah,
He's
it's
pulling
so
a Biden.
fair.
He doesn't work for you.
You ain't white.
Disenfranchised herself by being away too long. So it was 4-4.
You ain't rich
The
white.
audience should have
Don't
got
vote
the
for
vote.
That's the only vote I've made this whole entire time.
This is a good lesson in civics.
Yes.
You know, do everything right and play by the rules, and the person in charge cheats anyway.
Yeah, thanks, Stacy.
Stacy's fault. She went away.
Her vote hasn't been counted yet, man.
She
That's
missed
right.
vote.
This election's not final till she's
Election
cast
day.
her vote.
No, no,
Every
no.
vote counts.
Stacy missed election day. She never cast a ballot. It's her fault.
Yeah, but I guess I could take ballots up to like a week later, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Judge said
the,
so.
The court
Yeah,
said the court said-
Justice Goes Tactical just said that you can take votes up to a couple days later, so don't argue
But
with
she's
the
still voting for Sands, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're gonna go.
I don't know, man. I think she likes privates. So
Yep. Not my bracket.
By the way, you misspelled Kelly's Heroes up there by accident.
Yeah.
Ozzy out there says Operation Petticoat for the win. Yeah, that was a good one too. You haven't seen that?
I was
part?
thinking Green Acres, but that's not on the list.
Petticoat.
No.
I'm here. What did I miss?
Hilarious.
Yep. Hey, she can still vote. She's here.
They voted for you just like Democrats.
don't let them. Give your vote. Give your vote.
Why was she dead already?
Let her vote.
What am I voting for?
Saving Private
Sands of
Ryan.
Iwo Jima.
Sands of Iwo Jima.
Saving Private Ryan. That's
No,
PR.
no, Sands of Iwo Jima.
Sands.
See?
God.
Bring your election,
Her vote
Mike.
doesn't count. She was
We
late.
knew it was coming.
vote
Knew
doesn't
it was
count.
coming.
Right in your face.
Break the leg shot.
That one was
Rich already
stamped.
had
It
it
wasn't-
typed in there. He wasn't going to change it.
Mystic, check your phone.
Jason's
I
giving
think
her all
she was
kinds of help.
coerced.
All right. So now we got Patton in The Great Escape. We will start with Moo.
I'll go with Platoon.
Nice break.
What platoon is on this list?
No, he said Pattoon. He's
Oh.
pronouncing Patton with a French accent.
What's your
Oh.
last name? Poon. What nationality? Comanche Indian.
So you're one who poons at night.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
He's a vampire.
All right. The Great
Now
Escape.
the cameras can't pick up my whole profile.
Roll call.
This is rigged. Blood and guts. This is rigged. Rigged.
Jason.
Well, you know, our president, Donald J. Trump, you know, he kind of reminds me of George C. Scott a little bit. So I'm going to have to go with Patton.
You know George C. Scott was a flaming liberal.
I'm just going by looks. So was Donald Trump forever. So there you go.
I'm very superficial. I'm going for looks.
Great Escape.
By the way, Moo, Snob has a message for you in the chat. He says, "Moo, you racist SOB talking about my people."
Wait, what? Oh,
We need
I
to
see
hear
it.
Cherokee comment.
Your people.
Cherokee people.
I would say the
Cherokee tribe.
Let my people go.
All right, Stacy,
Blow,
Yes, dear.
Patton or The Great Escape?
Patton.
All right.
It's Platoon.
He's not French.
Oui.
No, he wasn't waving a white flag. He was actually shooting people. Gary?
Saving Private Ryan.
Wrong.
It's a write-in vote. Nope, I'm voting for Patton. Like any,
He's voting for Kanye.
Good.
He's voting for Kanye, yeah.
Wasn't the wee wee in The Longest Yard?
Okay.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I just refuse to say it.
Rob?
Great Escape.
All right, Ghost.
Well, since he went Great Escape, I'm going Patton. Fuck him.
Cancel culture.
The cancel culture, baby, all day long. Yep.
All right, so we got John Wayne and Sansa Iwo Jima versus George C. Scott and Patton. And we'll start in the middle. Jason?
Which one's Army?
Damn you.
Patton is Army.
So Patton is Army. Man, this is a tough one.
Yeah, they're both damn good movies.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to go with the Sansa Iwo Jima. I have to.
My man.
All right, and we'll go with Kingpin next.
Sansa Iwo Jima, definitely.
All right. Stacy?
Sands.
Gary?
Patton.
Rob?
Army.
I knew that was coming. Ghost?
Going with Heartbreak Ridge?
That Clint Eastwood movie's not on here.
That's Korean War.
Then I'll go. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. That was Grenada, you
What the
idiot.
hell are you talking about? Go read a history book, bro. No, I'm going to go with Sansa Iwo Jima.
All right. Moo.
Like sands through the hourglass. So were the sands of Iwo Jima.
I don't think that's how that goes, but okay. Night Strike.
It's either that or Iron Man 2.
Night Strike.
Ooh. He said Iron Man 2.
Sands of Patton.
Wrong.
That's not an option. I think I'm going to have to go to Sands of Iwo Jima then.
That's correct.
And roll call.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's the score?
I'll tell you the score. Like a movie. You got the Marines versus the Army here.
I'm gonna go with Patton.
Alrighty. And Jason.
I started it.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sansa Iwo Jima.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, 2 votes.
Yeah, he's voting twice.
Well, Sandy would be when already won.
There's no losers. 2 good movies.
We all get a trophy.
Thanks for participating in the war.
There's a part of us that we're all losers in this fiasco.
Yeah.
Why should it end any different than we start?
Yeah, Ghost is going to go home and call all. Ghost is going to get his on the phone now, and he's going to call all his Marine buddies and tell them that they won the bracket.
I mean, was that ever a doubt?
No, no. I'm just letting those who may not have known the outcome.
You just like to say Iwo Jima.
Iwo Jima.
Iwo Jima.
All right. Somebody
I'll
said,
tell you what's a good movie. It was really, really underrated, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't. I mean, I enjoyed it. Remember Memphis Belle? That was a really good movie.
Oh yeah.
yeah, if you haven't seen the one that Ozzy said, Operation Petticoat, it's a comedy starring Cary Grant and Tony Curtis.
Was that Memphis Belle movie based on a true story? Like, is that?
Yeah. The actual Memphis Belle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How many missions did they have to fly?
I think it was like 25. I think it was like 25 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
It was a lot.
Flew 20. So, I know Jimmy Stewart flew 20 missions in World War II.
Oh, Jimmy Stewart.
Right.
He almost didn't make it. He had to lie about
Put gas in that tree, my car.
when he went to sign it up for the Army Air Corps for World War II, he was 6'3" and weighed all of 138 pounds.
Damn, sounds like Tony Simon when he got out.
Yeah, they almost denied him entry because he didn't meet the weight limit. He had to put on 2 pounds and then go back and sign up again because the weight cutoff was 140. His height.
Just wear your dog tags with a tow truck chain.
Did someone say Mr. T earlier?
2 chains.
They're weighing you before you get them.
Yeah.
A couple rolls of quarters in your pockets.
There you go.
Or one half of a high point.
They'll fall out during the duck walk.
They weigh you without your clothes on, except for your undie pants.
That's why he said the duck walk.
Yeah.
Tape them to the bottom of your feet.
I think they noticed that. Because they got to check your feet for if you got flat feet or not. So that wouldn't work either.
Yeah, it's like some kind of light box thing that you stand on for the flat feet that they were using a while ago there, not too long ago. But yeah, and then in MEPS you got to go around, do the duck walk, and walk while you're kneeling down, ass as low as you can to the floor. So
we didn't do that.
Yeah, they had us do it. So.
You, man.
Oh yeah, we definitely did the duck walk for sure.
Yeah.
MEPS.
Oh yeah.
We didn't. In Pittsburgh, we can do the duck walk in MEPS.
Standing there, I think you might have had underwear on. 6-8 at a time, getting physical examination. Any car crashes, checking scars, anything you might have lied about, all that type of stuff.
They check you for tattoos.
Yep.
They had to document all the tattoos we had.
Yeah, they
checked. Make sure they weren't like gang tattoos or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. I don't got none, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't want to be shy and go into the service, that's for sure. Whether it comes down to a piss test, a shower, privacy you don't always get, that's for sure.
You got the old turn your head and cough routine.
Sounds like prison.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's something to be said about that.
Uh-huh. Except you get paid a lot more than what prisoners do. Even though you're still not making as much as you would do the same
I
job
didn't.
in the civilian world.
Shit. Man. How the hell we lived on that shit was amazing.
I swear, when I went into basic, there were guys going in for things like HVAC. It's like, dude, you realize you could have made 5 times as much money doing it in the civilian world. Same job.
Silence.
Yep. The silence says it all.
That's because I had to go to the bathroom.
Of the Lamb.
Ozzy says there's nothing private about being a private. He's not
It's
wrong.
true.
This is true.
Of course, there's nothing private about being a E4 either.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can start off basically above private in a sense if you, depending which way you go in. But even if you're just going in normal, I guess you'd say at least you could, if you could achieve a physical level. Basically, you would jump right up to an ET or E2 before you even showed up, and then by the time you were out, you can it didn't take very long. So
yeah.
But and then all the way down to what was referred to as a fuzzy, which is like nothing on the way in a sense. So, which is technically an E1, but
Yeah, I went in as an E4, got out as an E1. That's a story for another day.
Damn, that's not good, bro.
Back to basic.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, that's a story for another day. Let's just say me and the PA at the TMC didn't see eye to eye, and leave it at that for now.
You're one of those instigators.
No, I was the guy that got told he was being discharged and told the motherfucker off.
How many Article 15 did you get?
Oh, just one.
How many you need?
That's not bad.
No. If I was flat out told by my training company commander that if I had been an E1 and pulled what I pulled, I probably would have been spending a week in Pensacola, if you know what that means. At least
Shame on you, Rich. Shame on you.
Yeah, instead, I just lost my pay grade.
Yeah, and dock pay and extra labor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of my buddies got busted down from E4 to E1 2 weeks before he got out. Well, that's pretty shitty.
Well, in some cases, you can't even bring a vehicle on base. You start getting in trouble. So
yeah.
I've heard some crazy stories, especially those Air Force guys. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I was a little over, or right about halfway through basic, and I found out I was getting discharged. And to say I wasn't happy about it is an understatement.
Whatever you did to his wife probably wasn't smart.
She was sick, and he was just pushing her to the hospital.
Yeah.
Ozzy says I was an overachiever. An overachiever getting into trouble at that point? I don't know. But it wasn't a good thing. Kind of lost my cool, and it kind of hit me in the pocketbook.
Right in the nards.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you that guy the story's about?
I don't know
I'm just messing with it.
Is there one?
They show a video now. Like, don't be like this guy.
It's yes, sir, yes, ma'am, to the PAs and the the TMCs.
Playing from Dixon.
Jesus.
The goddamn PA and that was at the TMC in the 30th AG reception tie-in at Fort Benning. God, he was a lion, son of a bitch. Guy was in his 40s in '99, talking about how he was the leader of a Special Forces A team in Vietnam. Do the math. It ain't possible.
I'm sorry, I just walked in. What the hell did you just say?
The guy that was the PA at the 30th AG Reception Battalion's TMC was saying that he was a Army Special Forces A-team commander in Vietnam. The guy was only in his early 40s. This was in 1999.
Oh, yeah, he's completely full of shit.
Yeah, completely full of shit.
Well, he might have still been in his dad. So I don't know. Maybe his dad was.
Yeah, his dad maybe. Him? Hell no. It's not about how he was in a tiger trap as a POW and all this other bullshit. None of us believed his damn ass.
Oh, I hope not.
No, we'd go back to the band. We're all, hey, you know what the hell that asshole in the TMC said this week?
Carol Baskin is a bitch.
That bitch, Carol Baskin.
Yep, definitely.
So, any of you guys tried the one chip challenge?
No.
No, my daughter's friend has done it 3 times.
What is it?
The one chip challenge.
I don't even want to know, do I?
It's got ghost peppers in it, Ghost.
So what is it?
The one tortilla chip that's hotter than a motherfucker.
Oh, really? No thanks. I'll pass.
They got them at the gas station now.
Well, Gary's got a great record with gas station food.
Sushi?
It's not the ghost pepper, it's the Carolina Reaper.
I'll feel a reaper. Come on, baby.
Yo, Carolina Reaper. Comes in a little coffin. Pretty crazy.
Are you opening it?
Yeah, let's see it right now.
I already ate it.
Oh,
I did it like not long before the show.
All right, we didn't see it, so you have to do it again on camera.
I got a video. It's not the best video, but I got a video.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Little coffin. Were you coughing?
Yeah. I think I hiccuped. Basically, I ended up getting hiccups pretty bad. So.
Did you see Shaquille O'Neal do that on live news?
No, I didn't even know it was a thing. My dad's friend popped by and basically gave it to me and said he wanted to see me do it. So
he doesn't like you very much, does he?
Apparently not. So I was like, all right, what the hell? Gave it a try and
wow.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Pretty painful.
Yeah, I think I did well compared to the videos I've seen. So
He was a rock star. Don't let him lie.
I didn't drink milk, ice cream. I didn't know about none of that stuff.
Well, we need proof of this, so turn your camera on and do it again.
But I don't have another one, but I do have the video. I can probably put it up.
Yeah, you definitely have to put it up.
I will say, if you got something against hot stuff, don't even try it. Don't even try it.
Do you have any extra wet wipes for tomorrow?
God, I hope I don't need them.
Don't get a video of that part.
Just go get an ice cream cone and sit on it.
That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Yeah, my stomach was rumbling a little bit.
I mean, do you need an excuse to sit on an ice cream cone? No? Oh, I'm sorry.
Flat.
Well, that's where the Nutty Buddies came from.
You damn right it is. Rocky Road, baby.
Moose
All right.
tracks.
Oh,
New Night
God.
is sending links out now.
You guys should try it. Anybody who's willing, you should give it a try because I think you might.
That's
be
like
surprised.
someone saying, like, someone drinks something. Oh, that's terrible. Here, try it. No, I'm good. I appreciate
It
it.
tastes like shit. It was horrible.
It's like shit.
And then the burps, like, oh god. But yeah, it's a challenge. Come on, people.
I think with my acid reflex, I will definitely pass.
Yeah, so the Tide Pod thing was a challenge, too. I didn't see anyone rushing out to do that was somewhat sane.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not trying that. This is one corn chip. I guess it was blue corn or something. Like the chip looked black.
All I know that it was, like, glowing when you opened the box, probably.
It was definitely it almost reminded me of getting a CS gas, or something like that. Your nose.
I'll tell you what,
everything
if you had sinus problems, then that cleared it up pretty quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, pepper sprayed, something like that. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, by the time you got out of that CS gas trailer, you didn't have anything left in your sinuses. That's for damn sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The Antifa kids would be good at it because they get pepper sprayed all the time.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great.
Now, one of those of you could probably try and kick the can back at the drill sergeant.
All I know is Marine Corps won that night, so I'm happy.
That's only because he picked old ass movies.
Yeah, I don't know about these movies.
realize
man.
that's what
And
the
John
word-
Wayne. It sounds like you got a bromance with this guy here. What was it? Six John Wayne movies? Come on, man.
Have you looked at how many World War II movies John Wayne is in? He's in a shit ton of them. There are more that I could have put on the list that I didn't. That would have been him.
I am surprised that Platoon didn't make the list because that was a damn good movie.
That was Vietnam.
Yeah, but is this only World War II movies?
Yeah, these were all just World War II movies.
Oh, well, see, I got here late, so I wasn't sure what the criteria was. I just thought these were like war movies.
We were doing World War II movies.
Oh, okay.
Every movie that was on the bracket was from wasn't from World War II, but it was about World War II. Yeah, some of them actually were made during the war.
How come you didn't have Inglorious Bastards?
Yeah.
Because that was a nonsensical alternate universe thing.
Dude, you didn't enjoy seeing Hitler get wasted by a machine gun like 100 times?
I'm not saying it wasn't a good movie. I'm saying it was an alternate.
that's exactly what you're saying.
It was disqualified for being an alternate dimension, alternate timeline kind of thing.
So it's now a good time to mention that I hadn't seen any of those movies.
But you did a hell of a job voting.
You did.
I texted Snob and said, help.
Hamburger Hill wasn't World War II either, G23.
Yeah, Hamburg Hills, Vietnam.
Well, see, next week you're going to have to do Vietnam bracket.
Yeah.
I'm sure I wouldn't have seen any of them, so I'll be asking for help again.
Now, ironically
That's
enough,
okay.
there's not a whole lot of movies surrounding the Vietnam War as far as war movies are concerned, but there is a John Wayne one.
Okay, well, if you don't want to do it, I'll just tell you who wins.
Man, there's some good
Full
ones,
Metal
though.
Jacket.
Man, I was gonna say
What?
I could tell you the top 4 are probably Full Metal Jacket, Platoon. I would say,
Thin Red Line.
I'd have to go with like Apocalypse Now. That was a pretty damn good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Flight of the Intruder was pretty good.
Flight of the Intruder was okay. Yeah, it was good, but
The book was better than the movie for sure. But
Well, there's also We Were Soldiers.
yeah, We Were Soldiers.
See, look, you got a whole bunch of good ones for Vietnam.
Yeah, I'm not saying there aren't. I'm saying there aren't as many as World
Good
War
Morning Vietnam was a great
Good Morning
movie.
Vietnam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moo's favorite.
Isn't Good
What-
Morning
what's it-
Vietnam the one with Robin Williams?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I would choose it just because I love Robin Williams.
Well, that's okay.
Never met a man such dire need a blowjob in my life.
It was the crazy thing about that movie is there was no script for that. Like the whole movie,
Mm-hmm.
there was no script for when he was on air. They literally just recorded and let him go.
Yep, they just let him do whatever came out of his mouth made it into the movie. Which, I mean, you can only control Robin Williams for so long. If you don't believe me, look at when he was on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson or Jay Leno. There was one episode where he came out, it was right after the movie Toys came out, or right before Toys came out. He made his entrance driving a bumper car, chasing around the cameraman on the set in this little bumper car looking thing. Just chasing them all over the place.
Yeah, he's just trying to run over the paparazzi.
I tell you, a movie that was missed tonight was Bridge Over River Kwai. That was a pretty good movie. I don't know if you ever saw that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to go for ones that had some kind of an American theme to it because I was trying to think.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
How come you didn't have Midway?
Yeah.
Because there was too many movies to pick from. Like I said, I could have done 100 brackets.
You know, DM Foss also said there was also Das Boot, and you didn't have that in there either.
That was German.
Still was a good. It was still a World War II movie. 1 and 2. It was still a good movie.
Sound of Music was about World War II.
Yes, it was. I could have put that on the list, so shut up.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Just saying.
We have to critique your list choices because you know your choices on your bracket choices were awful.
No, they weren't.
I mean, strictly speaking, A League of Their Own was about World War II also.
Yeah. The women were replacing the men baseball. Yeah. But,
Schindler's List.
Again, not American. I was going for something that would be involved with the Americans because of Veterans Day. So Das Boot disqualified. Schindler's List disqualified.
Oh, I thought Das Boot was that movie about going to the beer drinking contest over in Germany. What was that movie a few years back?
Yeah.
No,
Beer
Fest.
Dome or Beer Fest or something. That was a great movie.
Yeah, Beer
Das Boot.
Das Boot was actually a submarine movie.
I know. I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
They
Some
had a
people don't
boot
know.
in
You say
Beer
Das Boot,
Fest.
they look at you like you do. You know.
Well, they had a boot glass and
Yeah, I
Beer
know.
Fest. So
Yeah.
All right, I'm jumping out. Switch it over to Midnight's.
Yeah, he has.
yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I live? I'm sorry. Just kidding. See you next
Not
week.
yet. He's waiting for Rich to stop.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to. Getting ready to ask people for their plugs and everything. Right? That's what I was getting ready to work on. But we got talking about other movies because people weren't satisfied.
Yeah, yes, we got talking about your awful bracket choices. Gotcha.
No, you're just awful taste in movies. But Rob, anything you want to plug? You know, other than your one chip challenge movie thingy.
No, just thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me, and have a great night.
Yep. Gary?
Oh, check out Foul Territory this Friday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And once again, congrats on 100 episodes, and thanks for the invite.
Thank you for showing up and being here. Mystic.
Not much. Thanks for the show. Thanks for the hilarious bracket. That's about it.
Okie dokie. Kingpin?
Tip of the hat to you, Rich. And a very big thank you to everybody who joined in tonight.
And be sure to check out Kingpin's channel since he won't plug himself. He does have a channel. He does make videos, so go over there and check that out. Jason?
Yeah, number 100 turned out great, Rich. Last night's wrestling chat was pretty good also. But thanks for the invite. Enjoyed myself. It was my pleasure.
Thanks for coming in. Roll call.
I don't know if I've ever been on this show, but man, congratulations on 100, and invite me back at 200 when you have a better bracket, for Christ's sake.
We might invite you back for the Christmas episode. We'll have a bracket then too. We usually do.
I'm gonna be hammered.
Oh no, another Christmas show.
Moo was hammered on Christmas too last year. So
He probably will this show too.
yeah, he left, so I can't ask him. And Ghost.
Thanks for having me. Congratulations on 100, buddy.
Yep, been a wild ride, man. You've been there for some of it, so you know. But thanks for showing up.
Yeah, man.
And
I'm still waiting on Mr. Roll Call's neighborhood. Just saying.
oh, that would be hilarious.
Maybe.
The little puppets around him, and his own little neighborhood of make believe.
And probably a little, area for all his tigers.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, instead of puppets, he's going to have ducks and chickens with crowns and little dresses and stuff.
You're going to have a bunch of American gun chicks floating around.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay them all with tiger stripes.
All right. On that note, we will bid you all adieu, and we will see you next week. Have a good one, folks. That's where you throw out your taglines, people.
Hashtag in my tooth.
Give him the bird.
Pay it forward.
Beep, beep.
I'm gay.
Buy bonds.
Wow.
Midnight's gay. But not in a cool way like Ghost is.
I think you got that in.